Welcome back, welcome back. Math's easy, step by step. In this part 50 video, I got a second example for you concerning markdown. That's just another way of saying discount or percentage off. Hey, let's jump right on in here to it. Get to it, Pruitt. All right, in this example number 2, a car sells for $32,850. And on July 4th, there is a sale for 60% off. Now I want to stop right there. 60% off is more than 50% off, right? So if you cut this value in half, right? Two goes into 3 one time, 2 goes into 12, 6 times, so 16,000. So 50% would be around 16,000. 60% should be more than that. So that's kind of a way in these real world problems you can check your answers to see if you're on the right track. All right, so 60% off, 1-day sale only. What is the markdown value? What is the cost of the car after the markdown discount and before sales tax or taxes for the sale? Now, I'm not going to go over sales tax in this example. I will go over it in 2 or 3 examples that I'm preparing for you to see. All right, so step 1, convert the percent into a decimal and multiply the decimal with the original cost of the item. In this case, we're talking about a very expensive motor vehicle. Okay, so essentially we're going to take 60% off of the $32,850 price of the car. Okay, so when you convert 60% to a decimal, you take the invisible decimal, move it twice to the left, and there you go. 0.60, you can go ahead and cross off the percentage symbol because now it's a decimal. Of in mathematics typically means to multiply. So I'm going to take 60% as a decimal, 0.60. I'm going to multiply times the original cost, $32,850 of that vehicle. Okay, so you can see this here. I'm going to be multiplying manually 32,850 times 0.60 or 60th hundredths, right? Now, one thing you do need to notice is that there are 2 digits to the right of the decimal, 6 and 0, 1, 2 digits. And so remember, 2 digits to the right of the decimal. You need to remember that because in your final answer, you're going to have to do something special. Maybe you remember, maybe you don't, but I will go over it in just a moment. So I'll start with this first digit, 0. And anything times 0 is 0. So 0, I put it here. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. And 0 times 3 is 0. Now there's something special I have to put underneath that first value. This just happens to be a 0 here before I can start to multiply with that 6. Do you remember what that is? Yippee skippy, absolutely. We gotta put a 0 before I multiply with this next digit, the 6. So it's a placeholder. I just put that 0. Now I can multiply. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 5 is 30. I put the 0. I carry the 3. I'm going to add it to my next product. 8 times 6 is what? 48. So add the 3. 48, 49, 50, 51. I put the 1 here. I carry the 5. 6 times 2 gives me a product of 12. 5 plus 12 is 17. I put the 7 down here. And I carry the 1. I'm going to add that 1 to my next product. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 1 more is 19. So step by step, we've manually multiplied. Now you're going to add the top and bottom values you see here. Then you got to do something special with that invisible decimal. Do you remember? Yes, you have to show that invisible decimal. And since you had 2 digits to the right of the decimal when you started to multiply, you need to move the invisible decimal 2 digits to the left. So I show the invisible decimal, move it 1 time to the left, another time to the left, and I have my value here. What is this value, 19710? Do you know what this value represents? So, as you can see here, 60% of 32,850 is $19,710. That's the markdown. So what do you do with the markdown? Now that you know it, what are you going to do with it? Okay, so step 2, you want to subtract that discount, which is called the markdown, $19,710 from the original cost of the car, $32,850. So you can see this here. Original cost, $32,850 minus the markdown, percentage off, or the discount, $19,710. All right, so let's do it. Let's subtract these values. So I can't, 0 from 0 is 0, right? Take away 1 from 5 is 4. Take away 7 from 8 is 1. Can I take away 9 from 2? I absolutely cannot take away 9 from 2, right? Or this is 9,000ths place, right? 9,000ths place. I cannot take 9,000 from, let's say, 2,000ths place, right? So I have to borrow from the 10,000 place, which where the 3 is located. So if I borrow 1/10,000 from the 30,000, that becomes 2 or 20,000. And the 1/10,000 I borrow gets added on to the 1,000 to create 12,000. Just look at it as 12. So what's 12 minus 9 is 3. Okay? I was talking about thousands place, right? Ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s place, right? So if I borrowed from the 3, becomes a 2, right? Because 1 minus 3 is 2. And that 1 is now added to the 2, which is a 10. It's not a 1, it's a 10, right? So what's 10 plus 2 is 12. So now I can subtract 9 from 12, which gives me 3. All right, hopefully that made some sense. I didn't confuse anybody. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. So the cost of the vehicle is going to be $13,140 after the markdown or the discount. Now, I'm not going to do it in this example, but in future examples, I'll show you how to find the tax. But when you find the tax, given a discount, it's not from the original cost. It's from the discounted total cost of the vehicle after the markdown. I would find the tax from this value right here, $13,140. I'm not going to do it now. I will do it later. Okay, so here's a breakdown of what we were looking at. I got the original cost of the car, $32,850. The markdown, which was a discount of 60%, came to $19,710. I subtracted that $19,000 value from the $32,000 value. I got the cost of the car after the markdown was applied and before taxes, $13,140. Math is easy. Take it step by step. Thank you for joining me. If I have helped you, please help me to help others. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Stick around. In further videos, I will be showing you how to find the sales tax. Thank you again for joining me.